Hello dear friends, I'm glad to welcome everyone watching Sotnik-TV this moment. We're streaming live, it's July 6th, 2019. As always, let me draw the attention of our potential advertisers to Sotnik-TV channel. Of course, we are uncomfortable for the authorities. I mean, not for the authorities, but for the regime. They're trying to hurt us different ways, lowering the number of views and even trying to unsubscribe the subscribers, which means helping our viewers to cancel their subscriptions, let's call it like that. Yet it doesn't work out, as a rule people return. The number of subscribers grows. We already have 426,000 people subscribed to Sotnik-TV, so I draw your attention to a chance of a productive and a win-win cooperation with the channel. There's also Sotnik-TV Live channel, which I also urge everyone to subscribe to, as things happen. Anything can occur, so having such a channel not registered in Russia, I think makes things a bit easier, having plan B. So let's cut to the chase and discuss the things I would like to inform you today. All those killed on Losharik were buried today at Serofimovskaya graveyard in St. Petersburg. Yet the questions remain, with no official answers, which is understood as everything has already been classified. The two main questions are: where did they really hang around under the sea? And what the purpose was. It's understood that there's just one purpose for Putin: to harm the mankind. He harms inside Russia easily, blowing up when needed, killing and declaring terrorists, fabricating charges, sending to prison when needed. It's way more difficult to harm abroad. It takes more skill and modern technology, and that makes a problem, of course. So it didn't work out in this case. Actually, there are two stories why. The first one is that Losharik, I mean those inside it, were trying to cut the internet wires deep undersea. The second one is that some training or even a military mission was conducted with the purpose of laying a nuclear load at some area that could trigger a natural disaster. To put it simply, that was a tectonic weapon. Based on some propagandist hysteria, including the prostitutes from the state parliament screaming of Yellowstone volcano, promising to cause it erupting, that would put an end to the US, or offering to drown Norway, I wouldn't exclude the second scenario. I would even opt for that. Anyway, the US ambassador listened to the head of Russian General Headquarters carefully yesterday. His name is Mr. Gerasimov. And he provided explanations and excuses. I believe that those were 99% lies, but he had to listen according to the protocol. Let me quote the opinion of Alfred Koch: it is still possible to sneak to adversaries' shelf at a great depth, planting nuclear bombs there. One can cause a significant tsunami detonating those when needed. Koch believes that those modest captains, first rank, Medal of Courage holders, and the heroes of Russia were quite able to do so. And the leak to mass media about the accident with the nuclear sub was meaningful. The purpose is to make them understand that there is real work in progress and apparatus in action, so that those gentlemen keep that in mind. Let me point out that Losharik has nothing to do with the research activity. It is only meant for espionage, terrorist acts, diversion and sabotage operations. Ministry of Defense points out that the fire occurred when the vessel was on the research mission in Russian northern territorial waters, which is a deliberate lie, repeated many times. Just like the version of the submariners choked with a poisonous gas during the fire. As a conclusion of all these lies, it is highly likely that the fire was short and intense. In other words, that was an explosion. Apparently, they wanted to technically ensure a major terrorist attack planned in Kremlin. But something went wrong, and the state terrorists of Russia passed away, followed by naming them heroes once again, yet extremely classified ones. The propagandist bastards threatening will sure get quiet for some time now. However, the baton has already been passed to Minister Rogozin. He declared that Sarmat rocket testing was planned for the end of 2020, and if something goes wrong during the testing, don't you doubt that no Putin, not Shoigu, attend the funeral ceremony of those killed, as they haven't attended to graveyard today to say goodbye to the great terrorist heroes, cause an expendable decorated with a bunch of goodies still remains the expendable. Any sorrow and honoring the expendable makes no sense. Especially Putin and Shoigu have never had any honor. What honor are we talking about? Putin galloped to Europe this week. He met Pope being late for an hour. He gifted a DVD. And the people are asking why that wasn't a VHS tape. So he gifted a DVD with Sin movie by Konchalovsky and started discussing his holy wars, hoping to get blessed somehow. Politicians usually come to Pontiff to get blessed, don't they? According to the reports of a discussion during that meeting, there were some problems, him being blessed. And let me just pull your attention to that term, a discussion. If a protocol report contains a discussion word, that means not a scandal, of course, but an entire rejection of the arguments by those talking. That is what a discussion means in the language of diplomacy. By the way, that was confirmed a day later, when Pontiff, without naming Russia or Putin, declared that there was a hybrid warfare going on in Donbass, marked with propaganda lies and manipulations. And that was the result of Putin meeting with Pope Francis. There was nothing told about Putin's money stuck in Vatican Bank. Some say that there's no money there and those are lies and gibberish, while others call some fantastic amounts. During the age of the special rule by the special services, anything may happen, which is the worst part, as all kinds of conspiracy nuts, glory unleashed. They can say whatever they want, because when everything is a secret, any conspiracy automatically has a chance, and even the right to exist. By the way, one of the high-ranked military officers told during the funeral today that the mariners prevented a worldwide catastrophe. The question is, what task was given to them by the bald guy from Kremlin? What growth will he plan the next time? And here's a totally rhetorical question for those in Western politics. Do you really need him to shoot several more civil airliners? to intrude into a couple of states? Do you want him to blow up something nuclear? Is that what you need to stop kissing him and to finally break his neck? Please highlight the number of victims, in your opinion, needed to end being a great guy and to start being an enemy of the mankind. What is the number? How many people does he need to kill? Is it 500,000, 1 million, or 3, or maybe 10? So that no one resents naively. Or he just wanted to blow up a nuclear bomb to provoke tsunami. So let him do it. We don't care, he's still far from 10 million victims. He's still a great guy, let him have fun. Dear Western politicians, one and for all, I would like to understand your logic, to have the price of it, in order to stop asking those questions in vain. He came to Italy and met with the Prime Minister, smiling and hugging. I'm not talking about Berlusconi. Everything's clear about him. Two bastards met. They are worth each other, that's why they're friends, which is understood. And there we have an acting politician. According to the results of surveys by Levada Center, 41% of youth 18 to 24 years old would like to move out of Russia, which is explainable. They say one needs to live long in Russia to make it to the changes, which is proven by the age of rule of Putin and his people. And no doubt that the statement above and that example of Putin and his gang occupying the country is the strongest reason for the young people to leave. Because they need to live now, not long to make it to whatever. So they say, screw you with all your staples and traditions, screw your longevity and coffins worship, go to hell with your necrophilia, you perverts. Young people aren't willing to flush their lives, you know. They aren't. That is reasonable, as they have right for that, for their own lives. They don't owe anyone, not the motherland, nor Putin, nor anyone else. Here's an example. Dmitry Lopatin, a 26-year-old scientist from Kuban region, he invented flexible solar cells, working efficiently even at sunset, on cloudy days, and in fog, being 5 times cheaper in production than regular solar cells. But there's a thing about that invention. During the development process, Dmitry Lopatin ordered 1 liter of solvent called gamma-butyrolactone, which I can't even pronounce. One more time, that was gamma-butyrolactone, which appeared to be a psychoactive substance. Lopatin was the only one to present Russia at the International Summit of Science and Technological Entrepreneurship called Hello Tomorrow. His know-how got in top 100 projects at the summit. Prikubansky District Court in the city of Krasnodar sentenced Lopatin to 3 years on probation for attempt of illegal purchase without a purpose of distribution of a major amount of psychoactive substances. Furthermore, the court dropped charges against Lopatin for trafficking. What a humane court! What a happy story of the 26-year-old inventor. They didn't put him to prison even though they could have. The question arises, why the hell would he stay in such a blessed country, trying to terminate everyone thinking, reflecting and moving? For some reason, I believe that the young inventor will move out. He won't listen to egghead scam minister Kirienko lying about some cultural codes being the most precious thing in the world. He will do the right thing living, as flushing his life down that stapled toilet is nonsense. That equals suicide. I thank everyone watching this program for your likes and reposts and the support of yours, for supporting us with your finances. There are payment details below this video, including the Bitcoin wallet. They say Bitcoin starts growing again. So, thank you for the support. We'll sure keep on working. 7 p.m. tomorrow, see the show called World About Russia. An unscheduled video article will be released on Monday, so don't miss that. That will be 7 p.m. on Monday, 8th of July. Please keep an eye on our materials and watch Sotnik-TV. Take care of yourselves, of your hearts and souls. For those not accepting term soul, please take care of your conscience at least. We will meet in 1 week. Take care.